Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Los Angeles Angels Rebuild here on MLB Show 25. And ladies and gentlemen, your eyes do not deceive you. We are starting hot as you could possibly start an episode of Angels franchise. We are trading for my white whale of this series, and that is James Wood. That is right. James Wood, I've wanted him on the team since we started the series. He had always been a little bit too difficult to acquire, but I finally found the right combination of players to get. We are going to be trading away Iriarte, who we brought in the offseason, or actually we brought in at the deadline last year, and he completely sucked. Obviously, he hasn't pitched this year because this is the start of year number 3, so he's going to be going to his third team in his young career. Him alongside Josh Garcia, who's 18 years old, B potential 60 overall, but keep an eye on him. We'll come back to him in a second. And then we're going to be trading also just some bummy shortstop that we don't care about, Denzer Guzman, who I don't even know who that is. So that is the trade combination. As you can see in the top, it says they're definitely interested in this. We are going to be making the move to acquire the services of James Wood, who is under contract, team-friendly, for a long time. Do the trade. James Wood has finally arrived in LA. I can't believe I did it, man. I finally acquired him. All right, and now I mentioned keep an eye on Josh Garcia because there might be a possibility of him quickly making a return to the team. He was just used as a little bit of fodder to get the acquisition of James Wood, but if we can somehow squeeze out any sense of good nature, I guess, to bring him back to the organization, that would definitely be what I want to do. But I might not be able to work. Maybe we can't finesse our way back into Josh Garcia. I didn't really want to give him up, but he was able to make the trade work, and I needed to get James Wood. That was an absolute guarantee. None of the relief pitchers are pushing this through, which is not surprising. We don't have that many great relief pitchers. I guess I could maybe toss in another starter if I have to. Swap starter for starter. They want this guy, Walbert's Urena. They really want him. They want Marco Rea, but I kind of like Marco. We're going to keep him around. They really like George Klassen. Oh, man, any of these guys are getting the job done. Wow. Maybe we found the secret sauce. Francis Tejado. I think I'm going to send him away for Josh Garcia. It seems like a smart idea. So, boom. We get finessed, Nationals. You didn't even get your top prospect. I got him back. So get finessed. That's how you start a freaking video, ladies and gentlemen. We have James Wood acquired on the team. Now, forget about Kyle Schwarber, or forget about Big Christmas starting the left field. Sorry, Big Christmas. I know that was the plan going into the season. No longer. James freaking Wood is now the plan going into the spring. So, Schwarbombs will still DH. We could have John Kenzie DH against lefties, because he's got decent power against lefties. Yeah, you know what? Let's have John Kenzie DH against lefties, so Schwarbombs can take a little bit of a breather. We'll have him DH so that he gets a little bit of playtime too. But James Wood is here. The future of the outfield is now in good hands. And don't forget, the future of the catching position is also in good hands. Ailey Perez, our, third overall pick from this past year, our first ever draft pick in the franchise, looks to be quite the stud. And don't forget, we have, I think, the second overall pick this year. So let's simulate to opening day. We take on the A's. We will start our season number 2. The budget is in a good spot. We have a little bit of money. We obviously are paying Rafael Devers a lot, which is okay. We can also move on from these 2 contracts if we need to, including a contract. We can move on from Luke Weaver if we have to, if he's not performing well. So we have a little bit of flexibility. We can obviously trade some pieces in the future if we absolutely need to. But let's start season number 2 off right. We are going to play this game, and you know what? I might even player lock. I might even get a little James Wood player lock because we brought him in. And I think that's what I'm going to do. We are going to player lock with James Wood, his debut with the LA Angels. I am super hyped. Let's go and show our new addition some respect. I have forgotten that the A's are playing in a minor league ballpark. So we are here on opening day of year number 2 on the road in a ballpark that is made for minor leaguers. And I'm going to try to hit a triple with James Wood on his debut. No, I forgot to hold the button. My bad. I thought that I passed the threshold where you didn't need to hold it anymore. But James Wood, his debut is an RBI double. Are you kidding me? This guy's the real deal. He's the future of the program. He is the future. And we are going to be Josh Naylor? Hardly know her. We are going to be in the outfield here and left. I haven't played outfield in a player lock in a long time, but I'm going to be able to get it anyway. Good job, James. James is going to be laying the wood, if you know what I mean. 1-for-1, top 4. Osvaldo Bido is the starter for the A's today. He gets the start on opening day. James, I'm so happy, man. I am just so happy that we were finally able to acquire the services of Mr. Wood, because I had been trying to get him for a minute in this series. I know we're only a year in, but I was trying to get him all last year, and it just never felt right. Never really could put the pieces together, but we finally had enough pieces. Luckily, our starter... Now, we do have to find a 5th starter. That is a little bit of a problem, and we'll figure that as we go, but that is a single and a double for James Wood in his debut. I just wish I would have been able to get that triple. I'm very excited about Ailey Perez, though. Talking about the minor league system and the future of the program. Ailey Perez, man. I am very excited to see how he plays in Double-A this year. Bases are loaded for Wood. First pitch swinging, probably not the best idea, but I'm excited. We got nobody out. Top of the 5th, up 4-2. James Wood needs to do some damage here. And he's going to do some damage. It's going to score at least 1, maybe 2. They're not going to send him. Okay. It scores 1. It's 5-2. Another RBI. That's 2 RBIs on the debut for James Wood. He is rolling today. 6-4 runners on first and second. 2 outs, top of the 6th. Brad Keller's still in. Come on, James. A home run would be electric if I was able to hit it. But it's going to be a 3rd RBI unless he throws him out here. No, bad throw, late throw. James Wood is 3rd RBI in his debut for the club. Bottom of 7, we're up 7-4. And we're playing left field again. Please don't send me backwards. It's going to mess up the camera and I'm going to get all confused. It's going to be a hot one down the line. How is that fair? The world may never know. I couldn't even pick it up. They're going to go 2. I'm going to throw to the cutoff man. Mainly because I didn't realize I wasn't going to be able to pick it up, but that's okay. It is what it is. Trout with a 2-run home run, making it 9-4. Hopefully Trout has a big year. We need him to have a big year. James Wood is 4 for 4 today, and a home run of his own would be electric. We'll see if we can do it. John Brebbia is on the mound. Ooh, a little bit early, a little bit on top of things there. It's okay. Totally fine, totally fine. 1-1 count. Oh, it's going to be another single, but a perfect day for James Wood. 5 for 5, including 3 RBIs. A double, toss a double in there as well. James Wood impressing on the debut, and Tyler Rogers will come in to end the game. And look at the boys. Luis Gil, great performance. James Wood with a phenomenal performance. He's the player of the game most likely, and he is. Beautiful day. And we start the season 1-0. I'm not saying, but I'm saying maybe the boys are better than we thought going into the season. Maybe the addition of James Wood might be the spark that we are looking for. The pitching rotation, we need to find a 5th starter. We got to find ourselves a 5th starter. We could just go to free agency and bring somebody in for a season. There are a couple of guys here. Or we could promote from within. I don't think that's a smart idea. James Wood leads in probably average, I would think, and hits. We could call up Caden Dana, but I don't think Caden's ready yet. His AAA stats, we can't see his AAA stats, but I don't think he played very well last year. Klassen's not ready yet. Ray is not ready yet. I don't think any of these guys are ready just yet. So I think we're going to sign a free agent just for the season, or maybe for the deadline. Let's go with, who's got the better walks per 9? Canning has a pretty decent walks per 9. I'm just looking for somebody that simulates decently well. Kyle Hendricks, he has the A's jersey, or the Angels jersey on. Maybe we just call him in for half a season until we can maybe make a move at the deadline. Or we go Griffin Canning. I'm kind of thinking Griffin Canning. Let's just... Oh, that's way too expensive of a deal. Let's just offer him a 1-year deal till we can figure out our next move. $6 million's fine. Add a few more years? I mean, you're asking for a little bit too much there, big dog. I guess I can give you a 2-year deal for $9 million. Okay, he takes the 2-year deal for $9 million. He's going to be our starter, our 5th starter for the season. We need to call somebody down. So it's probably going to be one of our first basemen. We don't really need... Actually, we don't really need Mickey Moniak up here anymore, do we? At least not right now. But he has no more options. Does he clear waivers? He might clear waivers. Somebody that... Oh, why is this guy up here? This guy doesn't need to be up here. I thought I moved you down anyway. We need to have you in AA. And we need to have... Honestly, probably Scott Kingery in AA, but we'll put Juan Brito in AA as well. All right, there we go. So nobody else has to go down. Let's keep moving on. We win another game. And now Elvis is on the mound, bottom 9, 1 out. A little bit of a dangerous situation. Let's jump in and try to save this game. And the boys are hot. I just checked as we were loading into this game, or loading into the situation. We lead the MLB in home runs to start the year. I know it's only a couple games, but we got 6 home runs to start the season. Talk about electric to start the year. And that's a swing, and it's called strike 3. I appreciate that. Or no, strike 2. Never mind. I thought it was strike 3. That's my bad. That's going to be a grounder. I can't get the double play, but we can get the out at first. So now we don't have to worry about the runners. Now all we have to do is get the out at first again. And it's IKF to the plate. Try to give the A's an extra run. I mean, 95 speed on second is kind of dangerous. We got to be careful of that. If he puts something in the outfield, it could be a tie ball game very quickly. But he's down to his final strike. Peguero, we have you as the closer for a reason. Zach Neto fields. Angels win. Is that a sweep, or do we have 4 games against the A's? I'm not sure. First save of the year for Elvis Peguero. I mean, we made him the closer for a reason. Hopefully he can get the job done. We do have a 4th game against the A's. And this time, Mason Miller is on the mound trying to close it out and avoid the sweep on the first series of the year. Luis Rengifo is at the plate, and I'm going to try to save this game by giving us the win. All right, Rengifo, this is your chance. Make it worth it. Mason Miller throws hard, so be ready for that. And he already threw hard. And that is unfortunately going to be the end of the game. First pitch swinging on a fastball up in the zone, A's win. So they avoid the save. I probably shouldn't have been first pitch swinging if I'm being honest, but I got a little excited. I thought that ball was going to be a little bit better for me. That's okay. We don't get the sweep, but we win the series 3-1. We start hot to start year number 2, and I can't wait to get to that first scouting cycle. We're down by 1 in the bottom of the 8th against the Cardinals here, finally at home. And Devers and Trout are on base. Not guys you really want to see on base with a game on the line. Have I jumped in with Mickey Moniak? I don't think I have. Let's do it. Back at home now for the first time. So this is our opening day for the, well, not this game because we had another game against the Cardinals, but our opening series at home. And we are going to try to give this crowd something to cheer for as I missed the first pitch with Moniak. Missed the second pitch with Moniak. Come on, Juice. Figure it out. It seems the timing issues have not come back to me yet. All we got to do is put something decently deep in the outfield for Devers. Devers doesn't run very quickly at all. So we got to put something decently in the outfield. But if we can, we should have a tie ball game, and maybe even it could come to a walk-off in the bottom of the 9th. Moniak, that's going to be in the outfield, but it's not going to get down, unfortunately. And the Cardinals will survive the inning. What's going to happen here? Are we going to lose? We will lose the game. It was a 2-run homer from Jordan Walker that sealed the game in the 9th. That's unfortunate. Luis Gil loses it, his first loss of the year. It's all right. We're not going to be winning every single game. I didn't expect us to. But we finished that little stretch of March. Final game against the Cardinals, we lose that one. We take the first two against the Diamondbacks, though. That's huge. And we're 6-3, boys. We're hot. And we start our scouting day. First time we get to scout. I think did we not add pretty good scouts? I'm pretty sure we did. Yes. I thought that is that in the Blue Jays series? Are these the scouts that I changed to? I can't remember. No, these names don't sound familiar. I must have been the Blue Jays series I did that. That's all right. We'll change scouts in the offseason if I remember. So this guy, Brian Regan, he does pitchers very well. So we're going to have the number 2 pick in the draft. So we are going to be looking very, very highly for probably a starter. We're probably going to be looking for an ace. This guy scouts position players pretty well. So we might as well scout the number 1 player who's a first baseman. And then our third scout, he has discovery. So let's discover new prospects. Let's do international pitchers. You can do that, and that'll be our first scouting. Man, we got to find our ace. We already have a catcher in Eiley Perez, but we got to find somebody for him to throw to. Neto, Devers, and Luke Weaver all lead some category in baseball. That's pretty nice. Ooh, a chance to sweep the A's. Logan O'Hoppy's at the plate. But Savali's got a shutout going. We might have to try to mess that up. Taking on the D-backs. Aaron Savali still on the mound looking for that shutout, but Logan O'Hoppy wants to ruin it. He's not started the season very high. He's hitting 143 to start this early season. And I missed a cutter that was very easily hit for me. Not swinging at that one. Somehow the catcher didn't lose that ball. Come on, O'Hoppy. There's nobody out. Runner on first and second. It's teed up for you beautifully to hit a 3-run homer. Nope, it's just curving. Just curving foul. That could have been a destructive hit. That curveball was a dangerous one. The count is 2-2. Can you deliver something, Logan O'Hoppy? Yes, he can. That's going to load the bases. I'm not going to send him home. 79 speed's a little risky. He probably would have been thrown out. It would have been a very close play. But the bases are loaded, nobody out. O'Hoppy delivers. And they're going to pull Savale. They've seen enough. They will bring in A.J. Puke. A.J. Puck will come to the plate. Nolan Schonel's hitting 300 on the year. It's early, but that's pretty good. And he will have more. It's going to clear some of the bases. O'Hoppy to third. He will be safe. It's 2-1 in the top of the 8th. Nolan Schonel has gotten us on the board and in the lead. So A.J. Puck could not do the job. And Savale, responsible for some of those runs, will most likely take the loss here. Moniak to the plate. Come on, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you so fine. No, don't swing. I tried to check swing at that. Tried to check. 375 with runners in scoring position. All right, Mickey, I see you out here. It is early again, but that's still a crazy stat with runners in scoring position. I thought maybe it'd be a little bit, they'd be too close to be able to make a play on that. But Moniak does get another runner aboard, or another runner across the plate to give ourselves a little bit more cushion. So he delivered a little bit there, even though he got an out. Zach Neto, I got on the end of the bat there. I didn't get the barrel on it. Kind of just nubbed it to right field. That's the second out. Who's coming up next? It's going to be Rengifo. Hitting 250 on the early season. Come on, Luis. Another hit would be electric. Swings and misses on the slider. He's on a 10-game hitting streak. I'm assuming he doesn't have a hit today. Yeah, he's over 3. They wouldn't have shown me the 10-game hitting streak if he didn't have a hit already. Rengifo will end his 10-game hitting streak, unfortunately. I thought I got a good piece of that, but I guess I was early. But we did our job. We got the runs we needed. It's 3-1. Ben Joyce trying to end this game. Bases are loaded. Did they come back and get it? They scored a run, so it's 3-2. Tyler Rogers, bottom 8. What's happening? It's still 3-2. Bottom 8, 2 outs. What's happening now? Did we hold on for the victory? I think we did. It is a 3-2 victory. Savale takes the loss, even though he had a very good game. Just kind of crumbled at the end there. And Griffin can, and we brought him in, and he gets a win? Griffin, I see you out here, Griffin. Gryffindor? I'm not going to jump in for this Dodger game. Or this Dodger game. We do take that one, though. All right. Taking one against the Dodgers is nice. I mean, they're 11-2. What do you want me to do about that? The Dodgers are just insane. I'm kind of just trying to get out here and into the scouting. The scouting is what I'm caring about here. We discovered 4 new pitching prospects in the international division. Probably one of them is Enrique Rivas. We got him up to 46%. Gregory McCollum, he doesn't look as good as he could possibly look. I'm a little bit disgusted by him. I think I'm going to take him out. Let's change prospects. Let's look at Johnny Berry. Yeah, Johnny Berry. That's who I want to look at. Let's look at him. We take 2 or 3 against the Marlins. We're winning. I mean, we're winning a lot of games. We're playing a lot better than we have been before. The pitching rotation is playing pretty well. Festa's struggling, and Griffin Cannon's struggling a little bit. But Birdsong's killing it. And Luis Gil's fine. The bullpen, I think, is where we're really doing our best job. Yeah, look at these 3 guys down here. Killing it, killing it, killing it. And then the lineup, how's James Wood doing? He's a little bit cold. 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. Rengifo's hot. We're all hitting pretty well, which is nice to see. Shaw's got 15 RBIs. Devers got 24 RBIs. My God, he's an RBI machine in that 4 spot. Maybe we should take Wood out of the 3 spot. I'll put O'Hoppe at the 3 spot. Put James Wood at the 6. Maybe that'll work a little bit better. Maybe moving him down in the lineup a little bit will help him get a little hot. I don't know. Let's keep simulating, though. Taking on the Reds. We've got O'Hoppe with the bases loaded. Top of the 8th, 2 outs. Lee Brister is on the mound for the Reds. I hardly know her. And we are going to try to get O'Hoppe another base hit to get these runs across the board. Here at Great American Ballpark. Bases loaded. 2 outs. 5-5. And Logan O'Hoppe, the catcher, trying to get this game opened up. I'm not even sure who Lee Brister is, if I'm being totally honest, but he's the one on the mound today for the Reds in this tough spot. Trying to get out of it. Will he? I hope not. I hope we're able to dominate this. He just got to give me a pitch to hit. Ooh, he's pitching down on me. He doesn't look at all 3 of these pitches down in the zone. He doesn't want to throw anything that I can get around on. Oh, the slider. I'm over top of it. Over the top of the slider. A little bit early on it. Come on. There we go. That's the pitch I was looking for, but it came in a little bit too slow, and I wasn't prepared for the slow speed. He throws 91. I wasn't prepared for the slow fastball. But we pull it to a full count, so O'Hoppe's making it work. And I want to swing with Devers. 429 with runners. I mean, he does have like a bunch of RBIs, so it makes sense. But Rafael Devers is a stud right now. And O'Hoppe, is that got a chance? There's no way that's going to be a grand slam. No, I was going to say that didn't feel that good off the bat. It's going to be out, unfortunately. I tried my best. I really did. Rengifo jumps in. We are in the top of the 10th, so we got extra baseball here. Free baseball for Cincinnati fans and for Angel fans, I guess. And Rengifo, what a double play from the Reds. Ellie onto Iglesias, and the Reds will get out of it in the extras. And the Reds will walk it off. Noelvi Marte with a triple is what wins the game for. Reese Hines with a home run in that game as well. James Wood had a home run. Maybe moving him down in the lineup was a good idea because he hits a home run there. Don't get swept by the Reds, please. We're 12-9. We are dominating right now. Well, not dominating, but we're playing really, really well. Enrique Rivas, is he the ace that we're looking for? He has good stamina, which is good. Good hits per 9, good walks per 9. That's a good sign. If he has really good walks per 9, then he's going to hopefully simulate pretty well. He has a 4-pitch mix. I mean, I'd like to see him have a slider in there. I'm more, at least in my preferences, I like to have a slider in my rotation, but that's fine. And Johnny Berry looks like he could be a pretty good player. We're going to change this to pitchers in the East. See if we can find some people. I want to find out exactly how good Enrique is, so we're going to keep him on there. and keep moving on. We do get swept by the Reds, which is kind of annoying. Let's get back in the win column here, boys. James Wood, bottom 9, a chance to walk it off. You know I got to do it. I mean, he's the new addition. You know I had to jump in for the James Wood at bat. Bottom 9, 2 outs. If we don't get this, we go to overtime. Not overtime, we go to extra innings. But James Wood will let us go to extra innings. I missed the sinker. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. I missed the sinker, and we can't win the game. Another loss for the good guys. The Mariners scored 2 in the 10th, and we couldn't do anything with it in the bottom half. Unfortunate. We are on a big losing streak right now. We beat the Mariners to avoid the sweep, and now we're on a big winning streak. That's how quickly we can turn it around. We got 100% on both of these players. Now that's huge. I don't know if Enrique is worth a number 1 pick or not, or number 2 pick. Johnny Berry seems good. We'll edit this to be pitchers in the West now. It keeps searching those guys. But we will change these prospects. We've got J.J. Murphy, Reuben Duncan, Phil Craig, Forrest Barrett. Are there any studs? Joseph Lane. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking studs. Actually, let's switch from a pitcher. Do I want to go Barry or Reuben Duncan, Phil Craig? Let's go Phil Craig, and then we will put in, where's he at? Is it Joseph Lane? Yeah, Joseph Lane will be the next guy, because he looks like he could be a stud. I don't know if that's actually going to be what he actually is, but he looks like he could be a freak. Simulate that game. Peguero hurt himself, but he's still good. We lose that game. Peguero's back. Ben Joyce on the mound. We haven't had a Ben Joyce situation in a while. Let's go and see if we can save Ben Joyce from embarrassment here. Lamont Wade Jr. is at the plate. Ben Joyce, he throws hard, but he is in a tough situation. Bottom 7. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. And Lamont Wade Jr. has a chance to really open this game up if given the opportunity. Come on, Ben. You're the future in the bullpen. I really need you to deliver a good one here. There's a slider. Didn't have the control on that one, but he throws hard enough. I might be able to give him some high heat. Lamont got around it, but he sends it foul. What do I give him here? Do I go back to the circle change? I think I might. It's too low, and they're not going to move. Ohapi is able to corral it enough. But it's a 3-2 count. Do I go back to the slider? Let's try the slider again. Last time he couldn't control it. This time, they're going to send everybody because it's a full count. Maybe a sinker again? Oh, man, I'm not really sure what to throw here. Another sinker. Got him, strike 3. Painted the bottom corner. Ben Joyce delivers and gets out of the jam. That's huge. And we get the win out of it anyway. Devers hit a solo shot to make it 10-7. Huge one from Ben Joyce there. Schonnell had a home run. Trout had a home run. James Wood had a triple and a double. He was a home run away from the cycle, it looks like. We enter the month of May. We are flying by. And Luis Robert. He had made his way to the Reds, but the Reds said, you know what? You suck too much. We're going to move on from you. And they trade him to the Rangers for Josh Young and Adolis Garcia. 2 aging players for another aging player. Kind of a wild trade. Kind of a wild trade. Is Joseph Lane... Joseph Lane has the chance to be a generational type of player right here. We got to figure out exactly how good he is, because he could be unbelievable. What about my boy Phil? Phil Craig has a 12-6 and a slider. Okay, very interesting. He's currently not ranked by Major League Baseball, but he's the number 3 guy on our board. He's got stamina. He's got walks per 9. Very curious about. I want to switch him to priority number 1. We're going to get Joseph Lane in there big time. I want to get him scouted because he looks like he could be a freak. Schonnell is at the plate. We're going to skip that one. We win the game. Felix Bautista traded from the Orioles to the Brewers for a prospect in Cooper Pratt, along with a catcher Mitch Garver. Probably to make the money work a little bit better. Kind of a wild trade right there. We take on the Red Sox in the bottom of the 10th, down by a run with a runner on. Can Mike Trout walk us off? Here is Michael Fishman in the bottom of the 10th. Nobody out. The ghost runner is on second, which is Luis Rengifo. If Trout could do anything, it would be awesome to tie the game, but I would love if he would just walk it off right here with a solo or with a two-run shot into the stands. Nope, don't go. 2-0 count. They're being a little cautious to Trout, which is understandable. He's a GOAT. He's a legend. He's a future Hall of Famer. Understandable you'd be a little bit cautious throwing to him, especially with the game on the line here potentially. A little bit early on the sweeper. I don't think I would have been a home run anyway, but a little bit early on it. If I can just piece one up, it'll be over. No. Okay. Fastball down in the zone. Maybe it would have been a 3-1 count. But I swung at it anyway. Come on, just give me something here. Give me something. Nope, there's a sweeper out of the zone. Oh, Hoppy comes in, but he's not hitting very well with runners on. I'd rather have Trout just do this right here, right now, and get it over with, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Grounder, and it's going to be 1 out. Chop that to third. All right, so that means Hoppy will come up. He's not hitting great with runners on, but he's having an okay season up to this point. Nope, that's a horrible swing. I'm sorry, Hoppy. I didn't mean for that to happen for you. Oh, that's going to be on Twitter, isn't it? That's an ugly one. That one's disgusting. That one's a little bit better, though. And I just saw down there on that the bottom ticker that the Tigers and the Orioles played. Tigers beat them 6-1, but Mitch Garver, in what I'm assuming is his first game, is Hoppy delivers a nice little ball here, and I might send him home. Try to get him at home. It's a bad throw, and he's safe. Tie ball game. Rengifo delivers. If that was an accurate throw, it would have been an out. And they're going to intentionally walk Rafael Devers. That's probably a smart move. Devers has been killing it today. We're just going to ignore that because we've got the winning run on second, so we don't need to really have Devers have speed. Well, Hoppy's the winning run. And Harry Ford, who happens to be playing today, has a chance to be a hero. He has a chance to be a hero for all of Los Angeles, or at least the fans that in Los Angeles that are Angels fans. Ooh, sends that foul. Got a good rip of it, though. He's hitting even worse than Hoppy was with runners in scoring position. Come on, Ford. We brought you back to the organization thinking you could potentially be the future at catcher, but then we have Ailey Perez, which is most likely the future at catcher. So you're kind of just floating in no man's land, kind of just sitting in the ether, waiting to see what happens at the catcher position. Man, these pitches, Justin Slayton is throwing some hard shots. I just simply cannot get around it. Oh, that was the pitch. That was the pitch right there, and I swung on top of it. I missed it. And now James Wood comes to the plate. A chance to redeem himself, make himself the hero. Come on, James. It's written in the stars. Oh, my God, that was the pitch. How did I miss that? A four-seamer up in the zone? I was good timing? I was more late timing than anything. It says I was good, but how did I miss that? I guess I didn't expect him to throw one right in my face for the first pitch. I missed the 12-6. Come on, James. Don't let me down here. Don't let me down, James. He's going to let me down. I missed the pitch. At least we tied it, but I really wanted James. I mean, James is the story of the episode because he's the new addition. I really wanted it to be him that won the game for us on a walk-off, but I couldn't get the timing down. We are in the 13th inning, by the way. And it's back to James Wood. He's going to have another shot at it. It is 7-7 in the 13th inning. It's getting late, early. James Wood, runner on first and second. Very similar situation to what he just had in the 10th. Anything in the outfield wins us this baseball game. You got to know that, James. You got to know that. Anything in the outfield wins us the baseball game. You can do it. I believe. Don't swing at that. You know better. You absolutely know better. Do not swing at that. He's thrown all sinkers. He's going to change it up. Well, he did change it up, but I missed the sweeper. And James Wood will continue to not get the good at-bats. I want to have something. What happened to that first game against the A's? Is that going to drop? No, it's not, and we're going to go to more baseball. Shawano couldn't deliver the walk-off. We've got more baseball here. Rengifo's got a chance. This time it's 2 outs, bottom 14, runner on third. I almost want to just bunt steal situation. A little sacrifice to walk it off. But Rengifo will do it. Thank God. Finally, after 14 innings of baseball, Luis Rengifo will walk us off. Joe Adell was the one on third, and he comes home. I really wanted it to be James Wood, but at least we get the win regardless. At least we get the win regardless, but I really wanted it to be James Wood that got it. He went 1 for 5 with a home run. Devers had a home run as well, continuing to add to his crazy RBI totals so far. And I think what we're going to do is finish up the month of May in today's episode and then be done with it. And we will take another one against the Red Sox. 21-19 is pretty impressive. We're getting very lucky this year that the rest of the West has not started very hot this year. Everybody else is under 500 to start the year. 92% on Phil Craig, 65% on Joseph Lane. He's starting to drop a little bit, which I'm not surprised by, but he still looks like a very good player. I think I'm going to keep these guys around, and we will scout. Did I already do the East? Let's do the Central, I guess. And we couldn't sweep the Red Sox. I don't think we swept anybody so far this year. James Wood couldn't get it done there. All right, taking on the Rockies there. Sam Bachman. We lose to the Padres. Beat the Padres. Now we got another scouting day. We got 100% on Phil Craig, so we can take him out. Who do I want to put in this spot? J.J. Murphy, Ruben Duncan. There's Forrest. There's a couple of decent position players. Ezra Sanchez looks like he could be a pretty solid speed and defensive guy. Same thing with Chris Gross. But he's not going to be a very good hitter, it doesn't look like. Pedro Mesa. All these center fielders are good defensively and really fast. Peter Roth could be an interesting guy to scout. Same thing with Jack Olson. Now here's a guy. Victor Mendoza Burks is a cool name. There's another catcher, but we're not really in the market for another catcher, even though some of these catchers look pretty crazy. I'm really in the market for a pitcher, so let's scout Freddie Reyes. And we got Lane up to 95%. I think that's going to be good enough. We can kind of look for somebody else here. Where was that third baseman at? Is it him? Yeah, Jack Olson. Let's learn about him. He could be a stud. All right, let's get some wins. Shoulder soreness for Mike Trout. This is a big series against a division opponent, and we take 3 of 4. That's huge against the Astros. Absolutely huge. Another victory against the Mets. Ben Joyce on the mound, and we lose that one 11-4. It was like 3-4, wasn't it? How to get out of hand like that? Jack Olson coming down to earth a little bit. Not surprising. What about Freddie Reyes? Freddie Reyes looks pretty solid. Let's actually get this guy scouting some actual players now. So he's best at doing pitchers, but he's not great at doing anything, really. We need to fire these guys and get some new ones in here. All right, so who's a good pitcher that we could look at? Maybe Edgar Calero or Reed Hoffman? Let's do Reed Hoffman. He looks like he could be good. We'll scout him. That was our final one of the episode, though. Losing some more games. Let's not lose any more games, please. Pick up some victories. Trout with the bases loaded. You know what? Final jump in of the episode. Trout with the bases loaded against the Rays. Maybe I can redeem myself and get off the schneid in the jump-ins. I have not been performing very well when we jump into these games, but the bases are loaded, 2 outs, top of the 7th, and the Trouts are out. Can Fishman deliver? No, that's a disgusting swing. What are you doing, Juice? Figure it out. Figure it the F out. Back-to-back sliders. There's no way he goes 3 straight sliders. He went 3 straight sliders. All right, whatever. If he wants to go 3 straight sliders, there's no way he goes 4 straight sliders. He went 4 straight sliders. Well, if he's going to go 4 straight sliders, there's no way he goes 5 straight sliders. He went with a sinker. I was right. I told you. There's no way he went 5 straight sliders. He goes to the sinker, but it doesn't catch me. It's a 2-2 count. Throw me a fastball, please. Or something I can get around. He went right back to the slider. Just throw me something I can get on top of here. Give me something to believe in, man. Well, there it was, and Trout might have just cleared the bases. It's going to score 2. It's not going to score the 3rd. But Mike Trout delivers in the top of the 7th. Finally, I've redeemed myself. Good job, Trout. That's what we needed. And now old Hoppy comes in. He seems to be benefiting kind of from hitting in the 3 spot instead of James Wood. That might have been a good idea to move James Wood out of that spot because he was just not hitting very well. Come on, Hoppy. Give us some more insurance. We could really use some more insurance runs. That's not insurance that I'm looking for. That's going to be a swing and a miss and a throw to first, and that is the end of the inning. But Trout got us on the board with 2 more. If we can just hold on, and we couldn't because now we're in the extra innings. And we lost the game on a walk-off. Beautiful. Quijada loses it. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it, don't you? All right, let's get moving. We lost that game. Another scouting day, so this one's the final one. Olsen starting to cool down a little bit on how good he is. Hoffman looks pretty solid. We'll keep these guys in here. We can't really afford to lose any of these games. We beat the Rays, and I'll finish the series against the Royals, and that'll be the end of the episode. So we take 2-2 against the Orioles. So at the end of the episode, we are 32-32. The Mariners have started to get hot. Neto is cold. Does he need to go down in the lineup a little bit? He's hitting at the bottom of the lineup. So Schwarbombs is a little bit cold. Wood's hitting pretty decent. 18 home runs for Rafael Devers. He has been a massive addition to the squad. 18 home runs already this year. He's killing it. Trout's having a good year. Rengifo's having a solid year. Everybody's having a pretty decent year. Big Christmas is not hitting very well at all. How's the pitching rotation doing? Gill has dropped his ERA a lot, so he's having a really solid season. Soriano's getting shelled. Birdsong has really come down to earth, and Canning's whatever. Okay, so really we just have a one-pitcher lineup there. We are leading in home runs, I think, right? If I go to, where's the team stats at? Statistics, team rankings. If I go to home runs, yeah, we have 103 home runs on the year. Rafael Devers, 18. Schwarber has 15. James Wood has 12. We also lead in RBIs. We lead in runs. I mean, we are hitting the baseball very, very well to start season number 2. But that is going to be the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Next episode, we will have the draft and probably the All-Star game and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a massive, jam-packed episode. Do not miss it. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.